HX Hexindai stock. So this is not a medical stock. This is a Chinese social media platform, and they have just had a product launch. So they're launching a social network shopping platform where you can have friends and like each other and share products and get rewarded for buying things. And they have high quality products sourced internationally. So this is a cool product to come out now with all the lockdowns and all that sort of stuff going on. And this is a stock that's had a bunch of short interest, and so this blast is a big short squeeze from, yeah, this is a pretty good blast on the overnight trading. And what's their normal trending price? So they've been kind of going down. So generally these news blasts kind of settle out somewhere lower than where they blast off to. And we'll see, it already kind of peaked here, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this kind of settle out a little bit, but I don't know a target price for this guy. And this trades on the NASDAQ. And so, yeah, as far as a short term kind of thing, I guess. But this is a Chinese company trading on the NASDAQ. So there's just a mess of risks with this, um, because the accounting rules are different uh, internationally. And, like we saw Luck and Coffee kind of cooking the books and stuff like that. And this company is, releasing a product. So maybe that's more, I don't know, reliable than miscounting their cups of coffee at Luckin or something like that. Um, but it's not just accounting risk. Like there's a ton of political risk holding Chinese stocks in America right now, because America has not granted China a swap line. It doesn't look like they're going to. So the US dollar swap lines are how all the countries right now in this worldwide recession are kind of lining up to get the dollars they need to pay their loans. And the countries that don't have a swap line are in kind of trouble. It's hard for them to get dollars to pay their loans. So there's kind of depressionary pressure on them and China. And then China and the U.S. are both patrolling the South China Seas with their warships, and um, it's a big political mess. China just rolled into Hong Kong and announced that democracy is illegal in Hong Kong. Like they just announced, like basically Hong Kong's over with, and they've had giant protests for the last few days, and the Chinese police have been tear gassing and throwing flashbangs and spraying people with water hoses, and they started arresting Hong Kong citizens for trying to protest for democracy. And so we haven't seen any kind of intervention from any Western countries, and it doesn't look like we're going to. So that could be the end of Hong Kong, basically, um, as China kind of, I guess, would just take that as their own territory. I mean, that's what they're claiming to do now, and they're looking at extradition laws where they could arrest people and bring them back to mainland China, including anyone that protests for democracy, or even travelers or business people could get extradited to China. And they're working on that law. So there's a bunch of tension with China right now. China and America are not friends this week. And yeah, and there's a whole look of kind of de-globalizing. Like America's trying to move manufacturing back over towards America, and China is kind of looking to do their own thing, and they're trying to switch it up and trying to get some of their territory back. It looks like so. So I'm just like not really big on Chinese stocks on the American exchanges, and Hexindai's on the NASDAQ, and I just think a bunch of unnecessary political risk messing around with something like this. Um, but if this little pop looks like a kind of a spot where you could try to short it down to a little bit down. It looks like it popped pretty hard. Usually these kind of news flashes kind of settle out a little bit. Um, you know, just a short-term kind of day trading thing or something. But as far as holding this stock, I just think that's a lot of risk, and this is not investment advice. And this is, yeah, just gonna go on the hot stock playlist. So the medical videos I'm doing, you can go check out the medical playlist to kind of check all those out and see what all the different stuff is coming out for the virus. And oh, I do have like a small tech hot list. I guess I could throw this one in there. Um, yeah, I may as well. So, yeah, please hit the like button and happy trading.